This is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
Becca here.
This is not America's Sweetheart, Davian. And
It's Billy Starks. And
the super fly guy, Trayvon Jordan.
This is the fly side flyer, Jalen Brandon.
Hardcore Princess, Jules Malone.
Hi there, this is the Bubblegum Princess, Alexia Nicole.
This is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy Jane.
This is the baddest black belt, Chennai Kai.
This is Kid Bandit.
The smash hit Joel Bateman.
This is Robin Renegade.
Cody Hawk.
Brutal Bob Evans. And you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
This is Ellie Barrett, and this is Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, and welcome to the show with Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today. Interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox. Sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I am, of course, your host, James Shea. Flying solo today, but it is still a great day for wrestling, because we are wrestling with Ellie Barrett.
Oh my goodness, what an intro.
Well, we like to do a big deal.
I mean, as you should, for me, as you should. I loved it.
Absolutely. A star in the making, on the rise, no?
Very true. I would say I'm already a star, but people are just now understanding it. And I love that for them.
And we love it as well. And how can these new fans see you next? What's coming up?
Well, right now I am on the shelf recovering from a knee injury that I didn't take care of back in March, and now I'm facing the consequences of it. But my next appearance will be up in Skowhegan, Maine at a paid show, or a free show. It's for charity. It's to raise money for Christmas, kids' toys for Christmas and stuff like that. So if you want to make the trip, or if you're already up in Maine and you love me, you should come check me out, because I have some unfinished business with a one sea bass fin that I need to take care of, and it's going to be good.
And we'll put that on hold for 1 second. Could you tell us where you can find where we can find you on social media as well?
Oh, where they can find me on social media?
Yeah.
Well, all of my socials are the same. It is Ellie Barrett PW on Instagram, Twitter, and now TikTok.
Awesome. And merchandise yet?
No merch yet. Everyone keeps asking me for merch, and I just haven't gotten around to making it yet. I've got to think of something. I'm so talented that I've done designs for other people, but haven't had the time to do anything for myself. But it is in the works. So for all of the people, I know a couple of people have been asking. I have it in the works.
All right. We'll keep in tune for that. And of course, all of your links to all your social media will be in the description of the video below, on YouTube and Castbox.
As they should.
Absolutely. Now, can you tell us about how you got into it? What happened?
How I got into wrestling?
No, how did you get injured? You said you were recovering from a knee injury.
Sorry, I have very poor hearing. I had a knee injury back in March. It was something really simple where I just rolled it, and it turns out I did some damage to my LCL and my MCL after just keeping, working on it and not doing it and not taking care of it. And so I finally went to a real doctor, and they were like, hey, you need to take time off or you are going to need surgery. So I didn't want to get surgery. So I said, okay, I have to wear a brace and I have to go to physical therapy. And it sucks having to take time off, but in the long run, it'll be worth it.
I mean, anytime you can avoid getting surgery, it's always a win, right?
Yeah, definitely. I know some people who have just gotten back from ACL injuries, and that's TJ Crawford, actually. Yeah, he took I could never imagine taking that much time off, and he's back now and better than ever. He's killing it. So, good for him.
Right, and is there a time frame when we will see you back in the ring?
I've got 2 more weeks of physical therapy, so hopefully after that soon.
All right, we're looking forward to that. So, what's the beef with Seabass Finn?
Um, so the beef is that, I mean, like, he made a fool of me. He made like a literal fool of me in front of all these kids up in Maine, and I just like I'm embarrassed. I'm offended. It was a tag match, and my partner did nothing to help me. So I also have a little beef with him, but not as much as Seabass. So yeah, I just need to settle the score, make it even. It's not like I'm really offended. I'm only just really kind of offended. So as soon as like the beef is settled, I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm hoping, so long as that he cooperates with me, you know.
One might say you have justified with him.
Yeah, one might say that.
Okay. Now, you work for Chaotic Wrestling. Can you tell us about your relationship with that company?
You know what? I love a lot of people in chaotic wrestling, but they're being run by the unit, and I'm not really the biggest fan of the unit. So love chaotic, love the people in it, love Davian. She is probably the best champion that the company's ever had. The first female champion. So yeah, I love chaotic. It's a great company. I think it's the best place to get your start in wrestling in New England, and then they have some great people on their shows. So besides the fact that it's like unit territory or whatever, it's a great place.
And like you said, it's one of the better places to get your start. How has that environment, helped your wrestling career? Because it does seem like, the chaotic slash limitless group, that family, it seems just like that, a family.
Yeah, it like, I mean, every family has their, their quarrels and whatnot, and of course I have my quarrels with a lot of people, and that's okay, but it's at the end of the day we are family, and um yeah, it's just a very, I guess close knit group of people. It's all incredibly talented people that I could probably talk forever about. This the talent at chaotic and also at limitless, but it does, a lot of the people bounce in between. And it's a I guess it's just a very very talented family that we've got going on.
Definitely. And how has that kind of helped you in your wrestling journey to be around, when you think independent wrestling, obviously chaotic and limitless are the first two to kind of come up. So, how has that helped you be in that environment and with those people?
I Being around some of the best wrestlers constantly makes me want to be better and work harder, and um and eventually like run with the big dogs like Davian and Alec Price and Anthony Green and all of these people who are amazing. So it makes me want to push myself, and there's also so much that I can learn from these people. Even people like JT, who runs the unit, he does have a lot of knowledge, so I will give him that. And he has a lot that is great to, to watch and learn. And it just betters my knowledge being around these people. Makes me want to be better every single day.
Oh. Now, I noticed that you use the hashtag undefinable.
Yes, I do.
Can you tell us about the undefinable hashtag and its significance to you?
Well, the word undefinable to me means I means exactly what it says it means. I don't like to be put in a box, I guess. I am non-binary, which means that I personally don't really identify with necessarily being female or necessarily being male or masculine or feminine or all that. I just feel somewhere in the middle, and I kind of got that shtick from that. I don't want to be defined as a woman. I don't want to be defined as a man. I don't want to be defined as anything. I don't want anyone to tell me who I am. So I am undefinable, and I like being like that. And that's the biggest thing to me is being that, and also spreading that message to kids who are feeling the same way as I did when I was growing up, and that it's okay to feel those things, and just be that kind of role model that I didn't necessarily have growing up.
Okay. And speaking about being non-binary, you're the
Yes.
first non-binary wrestler to come out of NEPWA.
Yes.
At, in some degrees that's great, but at some degrees it's like, why hasn't there been more? So, what does it mean to you to be the first to come out of that wrestling school as the first non-binary wrestler?
That's a good point. That why hasn't there been more? There are some students right now who also do identify as non-binary, and you love to see it. Like, more and more people are feeling comfortable, because in the past the wrestling world hasn't been the kindest environment, and now it is becoming a lot more safe and kind of an environment for people, also different sorts of people in the LGBT community. So it's great to see that it's not just me coming out of there. There's lots of other students that are on the rise that are great. And of course, Drea Rebele, the ring attendant, who is also non-binary, both of us making moves and making history in the New England Pro Wrestling Academy. But being the the first wrestler is, if I think about it too hard, I get nervous about it because I want to be the best representation that I can be. So I try not to let that get to me, although it gets to me very often. But but like, you don't have to keep that part in, because they don't need to know that I've ever had problems. That's whatever. It's like, it's fine. It's whatever. Like, everyone needs to know that I'm perfect. I've never been scared in my life. And, but yeah, it makes me nervous sometimes, because it's like, all I want to be is the role model for kids that were like me growing up. And, I didn't have something like that. So it is a lot of pressure to be that. And that's why I guess I am very fortunate to tie back into the people at Chaotic, to have people that are so talented, that make me want to be better, and I can then be that role model for kids.
Is there somebody that you go to at Chaotic or at your school, like, that is, your most trustworthy person to say, hey, can you look at this footage? Could you help me with this? Help me with that, etc., etc.?
I mean, I go to multiple people just to get like multiple opinions. I think you can never have too much like advice. So if I'm ever like, hey, would you look at this, or would you check this out? I try to ask as many people as I can. I tend to go to Ricky Smokes a lot. He is extremely talented, so I tend to ask him a lot. Hey, what do you think of this? Or hey, does this look good? And he's very intuitive and very great at giving advice.
Okay. Now,
Mhm.
you were a part of the Chaotic Countdown.
I was indeed.
could you tell us about that experience?
Well, it was certainly an experience because I was very dead set in my ways that I was just destined to win the chaotic countdown. I felt that it was what was written in the stars for me. It was meant to be because I said so, and that's how it works. That's how life works. Because if I say so, it happens.
Yes.
And I say so and it doesn't happen, then that's wrong. And then, like, it started off good, started off great, where I was teaming with Shannon, but I had to do what I had to do in there. And I love Shannon. She's from nearby where I grew up, so we were two people from the same area, just making our names for ourselves in wrestling. So it was a shame that I had to do what I did, but I have to do what I have to do, so it's fine. It's whatever. And then Scotty Slade came out, and it was awesome to see Scotty Slade. I'm not gonna lie, because when I first started training, just before the pandemic hit, he was training a little bit at the New England Pro Wrestling Academy. So I was like, oh great, I get, like, this is like another person on my side. This is sick. And he had the audacity to eliminate me, and be the first person eliminated in the Rumble, when I was pretty sure I was destined to win. So that was just weird. And so I'm certainly not too pleased about how that turned out. And I'm also not pleased that Ricky won it because I was supposed to win it, but I'm trying to get over it. It's been really hard. It's been really traumatic. But yeah, I guess that's that situation.
Yeah, how dare he meddle in destiny?
Exactly. Like, I thought him and Cassie were like friends, and then he had the audacity to do what he did, and it's like, you're showing your true colors. Maybe, I guess, maybe I'm glad that it wasn't me in there, because it's like, I thought Ricky Smokes and I were like cool or whatever. Yeah, we'll like mess with each other sometimes, but it's like, whatever. But for him to do what he did to his best friend in there, or what I thought was his best friend in there, I just really showed his true colors. And despite all the times that I will go to him for advice, yeah, it's just like, I don't know, kind of whatever. But I'm sure at some point I will get my revenge on him. I don't know when that will be, but hopefully it'll be soon. It may not be in a wrestling ring. It may be in a parking lot at 3 a.m. with my baseball bat.
Sweet.
But you know what? Things have to happen. Things have to happen.
No, I completely get that.
Thank you. Thank you. Someone who understands me. I think it's so great.
We're very understanding here at Wrestling Entertainment.
You seem very understanding. I love it. Some people are not. There's I have my little group of fans. They get it, and I really appreciate that they get it. So shout out to them. They are wearing unit merch a lot of the time, and that's kind of embarrassing for them. But when they get some Ellie Barrett merch, it'll be fine. Then when they get some Ellie Barrett merch, then it'll be okay. I'll forgive them.
It's another reason, to get the merchandise out.
Exactly. Exactly.
Throw away those unit t-shirts. Put on some Ellie Barrett.
Exactly. And I mean, I do love the color purple, but you will never catch me wearing a unit shirt. That's for sure.
Now, you mentioned that you started training right before the pandemic hit.
Yes, I did. So I started training in February of 2020. Yeah. Literally 1 month before. I will never forget it. It was, well, I might forget the day of the show. It was the last show before the world shut down. I want to say it was March 7th, but my memory is like a goldfish. So I also distinctly remember Verna getting on the mic and being like, the virus is never, this is, we don't got anything to worry about. And then the world shut down. And we were, the school was shut down. I mean, everything was shut down. The school was shut down, and then they started doing stuff back in August of 2020. In the time that we weren't able to go to the school, we had some awesome opportunities to have seminars with some extremely talented people. Bailey, which was one of my favorites. We had, oh my goodness. Queen Charmel. That one was a really cool experience.
Awesome.
Yeah. His name, oh my god, his name is escaping me because his name isn't Zack Ryder, and I can't. It's
Matt Cardona.
Matt Cardona. Oh my goodness, I should have it's his initials are MC. Why can't I think of it? Yeah, those were some of the ones that were just incredibly cool. We had one with MJF. He was extremely rude, but also very knowledgeable. So I will take what I can get. Sorry?
It balances out. The rudeness and the
It does balance out. It was, yeah, I mean, like, he was he really just berated all of us, but it was berating all of us with knowledge. And I admire that. I admire that about him, so I appreciate that.
And of course, Matt Cardona, or we can say about that, is hashtag Major Cheated.
Yes. Yeah, Matt Cardona was there's so many that we did. Matt Cardona was really cool.
Now,
Yeah.
now, do you kind of feel like, this is stuff that having studied with you in the pandemic era, this is stopping my progress, or is it more, I have more time to get myself ready to be in the ring when everything opens up?
Well, the pandemic was a lot, and I did take time off between like fall of 2020 and through winter of 2021, and came back towards the end of March of 2021, just to kind of like find my footing again. And once I was able to do that, it was a lot easier. Obviously, having to wrestle and train wearing a mask is not the most fun thing in the world. But I think being able to persevere through that just makes me feel like I can persevere through anything. And so it was a challenge, and I never want to do it again. But if I had to, I would. But in the long run, I do think that I feel like I did benefit from it.
Okay. Well, you mentioned Shannon Levanti. Let's say she understood what you had to do during the Battle Royal, the countdown. Is there a possible tag team there?
I would love to tag. I'm so glad you brought that up. I would love to tag with Shannon one day. I think the time that we did have where we were working together in the countdown was so much fun. Shannon is incredibly talented. She's so fun to watch. She's so fun to work with. I would love to tag with Shannon. I think it would be so cool. We're both from South Shore, Massachusetts, so it would be so cool to represent our home or whatever. But yeah, I would love to tag. I would do it in a New York minute if I could. All feelings aside, if she could understand that I had to do what I had to do, then I'd like a heartbeat, I would do that.
So it's clearly you are a part of Headband Club.
A Headband Club? Absolutely, I am a part of the Headband Club. I am, whenever Shannon's music comes on, I'm always dancing. It's such a fun song. I mean, how can you not love Shannon? How can you not love Troublemaker? Of course, I am a Shannon stan through and through. I just I don't feel, I certainly don't feel sorry for what I did in there, And I would do it again because I got to do what's best for me. But when we're working together, I say we make a pretty good team. I think it's the South Shore mentality. We just get each other.
No, I completely get that.
Yeah.
I mean, then she should understand. You have to do what you have to do. She would probably, if she was in the same position, she would try and do it to you.
I would hope so. I don't know if she would have it in her. She's too nice. But that's what I love about her is because she's too nice. She's just like so nice, and I don't think she could even have a bad bone in her body. So I don't know if she could do what I did, but if she could, power to you. I could never imagine Shannon, I don't know, ever not being just like too nice.
Oh, could you tell us about Hot Neon Green Summer?
Yes! Hot Neon Green Summer is a movement that I started and nobody else started, and it really just started because neon green is my favorite color, and I think everyone looks good in it, so why not just be like, everyone should wear it, and now then they can also be hot too, just like me, and that's exactly what happened, because if you look back at so many people's fashion, so many people's gear, so many people were wearing neon green this summer. Not even just wrestlers, like people like in general, like celebrities, like Megan Fox. There's a picture of her on her Instagram and she's wearing neon green. It's like from September, which is like kind of fall, but like I'll allow it. So yeah, that was just a trend that I started and nobody else started, and it's all me, it's all my doing, and I started it. And yeah, it's good to share the hotness. It's good to be that kind of level of confidence in yourself that you can look good in any color, but you will always 100% look hot in neon green. And that's, if I have to retire tomorrow, that is the message that I want everyone to know, is that you will always look good in neon green. Maybe I have other messages that would also be more important, like be yourself or whatever, but those are not as important as being hot, so.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, even, earlier this summer, Miz and Tommaso Ciampa were wearing neon green.
Exactly. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god! I can't believe my trend has gone all the way up to the WWE." Like, well, I mean, I know Tommaso Ciampa came from Chaotic, so I guess maybe he heard about me through the grapevine and was like, "This person, they know what they're talking about. Hey, Miz, we should all wear neon green," and they looked stunning. So that is a great point. That was amazing. I think they should wear that gear more often.
For sure. It's awesome that, all the trends you're setting at this point.
I am, I guess, like, a trendsetter, like, trailblazer, icon, that's why I'm undefinable. It was because it was so hard to pick just one thing about me that's, like, my thing, because I have so many good things about me. Yeah.
Can you tell us about why Sigma doesn't want to give you a birthday card?
So first of all, I am birthday buddies with Dolph Ziggler, Triple H, and Hangman Adam Page, and I just like, which is like so like iconic of all four of us to be born on that day, July 27th. Shout out to those three people. Love them all. Big fans of all of them. And yeah, I guess like maybe Sigma just like forgot to wish me a happy birthday, which is weird because like I don't know if he personally knows Triple H or something, but he personally knows me, and he didn't wish me a happy birthday. So I just thought, like, I was like, that's so weird. And so obviously I called him out for it, and I don't know what like he was on, because it's like I don't want his pity birthday card, but I guess like I was never gonna get one anyway, so whatever. And yeah, so I mean, like Sigma and I are cool now, I guess. I mean, I think he's like really weird, and I want to like stay like far away from him because he keeps saying that he's gonna eat people. But like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm sure like we can let bygones be bygones, and maybe if I just give him a burger, he'll leave me alone.
Well, maybe Finn, a sea bass Finn. Kill two birds with one stone right there.
Well, I mean, like Sigma just didn't like wish me happy birthday. Seabass embarrassed me in front of a crowd of children that could have been like cheering me, and they weren't. They were booing me, and that was, first of all, embarrassing for the kids that they don't know what's right. And then just like it was embarrassing for me because Seabass he made a fool of me. He turned me into a little rowboat for his little fishing journey, and then like it was just I hope that I don't know, I just hope if that were to surface, like that footage, I don't know what I would do. I would probably have to well, no, can I say that? Oh, I'm gonna say it anyways. I would probably have to kill him. And it's just like why? Like, because we were cool before that, and now we're not.
Right.
So, if Sigma wrongs me, then yeah, of course, two birds with one stone. So much easier. But no, he's just weird to me, and
Okay.
I can't knock that until he wrongs me. I have no reason to hurt him yet.
Alright, so looking for reasons to hurt Sigma.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of with everyone. There's some people I have just a billion reasons to want to just ruin their whole lives. And as I should. I think I am fully in the right to do so.
I imagine the unit is on that list.
They are, with the exception of Alley Catch. Alley Catch can do no wrong. I don't include her in the whole ish that is the unit. I try to pretend that she's not like part of it, but she is, and it's really unfortunate for her. And Alley Catch, if you're listening to this, get out of there. You can come join with me, and we can be better than them. We can do so much better, and we can be the tag champs. That would be so cool. I just feel bad for her because she's so cool, and I think can do so much better than being in the unit.
I believe she's already rocking neon green as well.
She has been rocking neon green. She's another person who's been rocking the neon green.
Maybe she's a closet neon green somewhere.
No, I've seen her. Like, I think she's openly worn neon green, but I can't think of. I mean, like, even if she hasn't, I'll include her anyways. She's she has the pass. She doesn't necessarily have to wear neon green to be part of Hot Neon Green Girl Summer.
Okay, fair enough. Alright. Now you mentioned you designed some things for some of the other wrestlers. Can you tell us about that?
I did. So one of my favorite ones that I did is Randy Rivera, who is now Jeriel Rivera, and so now I guess his shirts are worthless because they have his old name on him. He decided he wanted to change his name, which I understand. I've been going through a little bit of an identity crisis myself, so I understand where he's coming from. But when you have a design as cool as the one he has, why would I don't know. But that was one of the ones. That was probably my favorite one that I've done.
you have a background in how did designing things come about for you?
Well, I mean, I'm talented at so many things. So yeah, of course, as I should be. And I grew up being a very artistic person, and I was speaking with Jeriel, and had pitched the design to him, just like, hey, how cool would it be if you had a shirt like this? And he was like, hey, how cool would it be if you made that? And so I did. And it was really just as simple as that.
Awesome. Now, you just mentioned you're kind of going through an identity crisis?
We can call it that.
Well, that's what you called it, but could you maybe
I mean, like,
elaborate
yeah,
on it?
that is what I called it, but yeah, I guess we can call it an identity crisis or whatever. A little bit. I don't know. I feel like I've been going crazy lately because I have yet to win a match. And I get that life's not fair and all that kind of stuff, but I'm me. So I'm gonna make it fair. And it's been destroying me mentally a lot, and yeah, I've been going through it just a little bit, or maybe a lot of it. So I've been just taking my anger out on other things until I can take my anger out on these people that have treated me unfairly, that have wronged me, that have not seen what they should see in me. And yeah, there's a couple people I can't, especially once I'm fully kind of recovered from this knee situation. There are a couple people that I cannot wait to get my hands on. Let's just say that.
Sounds like you're going to be a force to be reckoned with when that knee heals up.
Yes, that is certainly for sure.
Now, just we like grammar on the show. So could you tell us, is there any significance of spelling your name with 2 R's and 2 T's?
That is the only way that I've ever seen Barrett spelled, so that's why it is spelled that way.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing special about it. That's how I know how to spell Barrett. That's how I was taught to spell my last name, and that's how it is spelled. I've never seen it. I'm sure you could spell it with 1 R and 1 T, but I've never seen it spelled any other way.
Okay. Now, can you tell us about your rivalry with New England Traffic?
So I live a little bit away from the New England Pro Wrestling Academy, so I am often stuck in traffic, and it has become one of the banes of my existence, and I just don't get it because it seems to be getting worse and worse, and I feel like by now, if people already don't know who I am, they should by now, and they know they should move out of my way, because I get that they have to go to work or like take their kids to school, but those things aren't as important as me getting to the school. And so because of them, I usually don't get there when I would like to, and there's nothing I can do about it, so I've just accepted it, and there's nothing I can, I don't know, there's nothing I can, like, legally, like, safely do about it, so I guess I have to deal with it, but that's part of being human, I guess.
Alright. Well, I definitely think that's a great segue into our next segment. Ellie Barrett's Bizarre Adventure. Your pro wrestler that goes up and down the roads and weird, crazy, and bizarre things are bound to happen. Can you tell us a road story that fits that description?
Um, hmm. Something bizarre. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna lie, I usually on long car trips will have my headphones in and I don't want to talk to anyone because the people I'm in the car with I don't want to talk to because I don't like them. With the exception of Che Long. We've taken many road trips together, and he's my favorite person to take road trips with because he is very funny. He has a great taste in music. He's a very good wrestler, and he's cool and he's nice, and I just like being around him. Compared to people like I had to be in a car with Seabass. I had to be in a car with my least favorite person on the planet, LS Bartano. So usually when I'm in the car with them, I just put my headphones on and ignore them because they're rambling on about stupid stuff that I don't care about.
Alright. That does bring us to the colossal question. They're making a movie about you. It's gonna be a big blockbuster picture. Steven Spielberg's gonna direct it. The whole shebang. Every movie has a soundtrack.
Good question.
What would be the first 3 songs on the Ellie Barrett wrestling soundtrack up to this point?
Oh, well, one song that has, ever since I was just like, as long as I can remember, one song that just gets me in the like fighting mood is I don't know who it's by, and I really don't actually know the real title of this song, but I just know it is. I call it "Sweet Dreams Are Made of This." It's I think they use it in like the Fantastic Four movie, or something.
Stevie Nicks.
Is it? That's not Stevie Nicks,
No,
is
not
it?
Stevie Nicks. Annie Lennox. Annie Lennox.
Annie Lennox. I do think it's Annie Lennox. It's just there's something about that synth and that bass drum that like completely change everything in my brain and just get me in a fighting mode. So definitely that song. I've been listening a lot to Antagonist by the Nova Twins. That's been really, I guess, helping me with my little identity crisis, mental breakdown issue that I'm going on with. That'll probably be resolved soon or not. I don't know when. But Antagonist, it's really, I can relate to it because I do feel like everyone and everything just seems to hate me and seems to be against me. So that song really speaks to me. Oh goodness, what else? I'm just trying to think of what I've been listening to recently. Anything like Kendrick Lamar, that like Humble, probably his song Humble or DNA. It would be Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, Antagonist, and DNA by Kendrick Lamar. Those 3 songs. Those are key songs to the Ellie Barrett soundtrack.
That's a great selection right there.
It is. It's variety. It's good. I like to have a very good variety of music that I listen to, all of the genres.
Now, do you lock it in?
Do I? Those are my 3. Those are my final 3.
Yes.
I will 100% lock it in.
All right. Well, of course, we need to hire somebody to play you. You can't play yourself because you gotta make that Stanley cameo at the end.
Oh, yeah.
So, who's playing you?
Oh my goodness. I was actually thinking about this the other day. I would love to see Beanie Feldstein. I would love to see her in an action movie. And she's done some like She's done some great movies. Booksmart is a great movie, but I want to see her in an action movie. And I think that she would do a phenomenal job of really capturing my essence.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Hmm.
And obviously, every movie has a supporting cast. Name 3 people that would be in your movie and who would play them.
Okay. Well, obviously my arch nemesis, I think it should be my arch nemesis. My arch nemesis, if it hasn't already been made clear, is Ellis Bartano. I hate him more than anything in the world. I'm like, it's not even like funny. Like, I really do like I'm like smiling right now, but like I really do like dislike this person, because like he just thinks he. Am I allowed to swear?
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, cool. I just think he thinks he's just hot shit. And he reminds me of some people in my past that were just, they just did some really bad things to me. So I just want to, strangle him just a little bit or a lot of bit. That's to put it lightly. So I think it would be so cool in my movie to get to do that. And somebody who should play him, oh God, like someone, Adam Sandler. I think that would be great. Adam Sandler, yeah, like just Adam Sandler, maybe Danny DeVito. I think he would be really great at playing him, really capturing his stupid essence. I really don't know what's so funny. Like, this is like, I don't like, have you ever like seen him? He wears a stupid mohawk. Like, what are you, a chicken? Like, cause that seems to be for sure, because he seems to be pretty freaking scared of me. Which, like, as he should, but like, it's embarrassing. I mean, like, you can get him on this podcast, you can ask him how he feels about me, because I'm sure he doesn't feel so great about me, but like, I just have I remember the day that I met him, I just was like, I do not like this person, and as I've gotten to know him more, I like him less and less. So yeah, definitely, I think I'd say Adam Sandler, and I would want him to do just the worst job he's ever done. I think I would love to have Shannon be like the Robin to my Batman. Shannon would be great as that. And who should play Shannon? I'm terrible with actor names. Oh goodness. Amanda Seyfried? Is that how you say her name? I would love to see. I think she's a great actress. She's fun, and I think it'd be cool to see Shannon play her, because Amanda Seyfried is. She does a great job playing kind of like the badass in Jennifer's Body, which is a cult classic. Perfect Halloween movie. Since this is coming out around Halloween, that is, yes, it's coming out near Halloween. This podcast is coming out near Halloween.
It is.
Yes. So there we go. Everyone can go check out that movie and see how awesome Amanda Seyfried is in it. So definitely Shannon, she would be played by her. And then one more person. Does it have? I mean, I guess Che Long, because I like Che Long is my other like favorite like person at the school. So I can picture his face, and I don't remember his name, and I feel really bad for not remembering it. But he is the main character in this show called Kingdom. It's on Netflix, and I can't remember his name, but that's who I would have play Che, because he is also a badass, and Che is a badass, and I think it would just be a perfectly cast movie.
Would it be Junji who?
I don't know. He plays the prince, the prince character, who's just like, he's an excellent fighter. he's just morally very smart, and he's down for the cause. And those are the three things that I think that Che are. So Che is so good at English.
Alright. This is sounding like an even bigger blockbuster than when we announced it.
I know, it's like so I've like never seen a Marvel movie, but like I imagine that it would be bigger than any Marvel movie ever.
Okay, you've never seen a Marvel movie?
Yeah, I have no. Okay, well, so here's the thing. And this is a part of the other reason why I don't like Espartano, because I think superheroes are dumb. And what are you wearing a stupid ass cape? Like, embarrassing. You look stupid. Anyways, I have seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and that is it. I'm not really interested in superhero movies. If I'm gonna watch a superhero movie, hot take, I guess, but I'm going to pick a DC movie. I loved the new Suicide Squad movie. I loved the Peacemaker series. I loved the Justice League movie. I thought it was like really just neat. But yeah, no, I've only ever seen one. This is probably like a hot take, and if people aren't gonna be happy about it, then they can go cry about it, I guess. But Marvel is just kind of like lame.
Oh. I'm going from one very controversial subject to the most
To another.
To the most controversial subject.
Yes.
Pineapple on pizza. What's your stance?
Yes. What is like? I don't understand why. Do I want it all the time? No. But why are we shaming people for what they put on their pizza? Like, I don't care if you put pineapple on your pizza or not. Why do people care? Like, what is wrong with it? I do like it, but I don't understand what's wrong with it. But if Che Long listens to this, I'm lying. I don't like pineapple on my pizza. He asked me that once, and I said, well, what do you like? And he said, I don't like pineapple on my pizza. And I said, I don't either. And I want him to think I'm cool, because I think he's cool. So, just for like the sake of saking, I yes and no. Like, I won't disclose. I think we should stop like people from like shaming people for what they put on their pizza. I'm not going to shame somebody because they like to put anchovies on their pizza. It's not for me, but you know what? Pop off, do whatever you want to do.
I think we need to get you on the next Forbidden Fruit event for Pizza Party Pro.
I would love that. Because I would just, go around slapping everyone in the face with a pizza. I think that'd be really entertaining for myself and everyone.
Did you see recently Jordan Grace slapped Ziggy Dice with a pizza slice?
No, I love Jordan Grace. My kind of goal in working on myself is to look like her. I think she's just so like beautiful and strong, and she is, I think, the like most evident proof that beautiful can be like strong too, because I think there's that weird thing where it's like, oh, like muscular women or muscular females presenting people, like that's not how women should be. Who are you to say that? Jordan Grace looks so cool, and she could probably like deadlift 5 of these tiny like little twig boys who are saying that about her. I can't believe she slapped someone in the face with Ziggy Haim. Is that who it was?
Ziggy Dice.
Ziggy Dice. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh wait, I did see that. I saw it on Twitter, and it was a big slice of pizza. Yeah, God, I wish I were Jordan Grace. That must have been so fun.
It was audible.
It was wow. I mean, like as it should. As it should. I bet she had the time of her life doing it.
Oh yeah, and then obviously she squashed Ziggy in a 10-second match.
As she should.
What's your spirit Pokemon?
My spirit. Ooh. I haven't played Pokemon in so long. My favorite one, I don't remember the name of it. It was when they were like, it was the last one I played was it was like the islands or whatever, and one of the starters, it was a fire cat, and he turned into a luchador. So I Incineroar, maybe that's what his name was, but him, I thought that one was, I mean, like, because he was a wrestler, of course I was like, little kid me was like, that's so cool. But yeah, I also just I will always pick, like, 9 out of 10 times I will pick the fire starter, just because it's the obvious answer, it's the most powerful. I don't understand people who pick the grass type, because that's like grass type is so weak, and like water is just so hit or miss. Fire is always going to be powerful. It's always the right choice.
Alright. Weirdest question you ever be asked in a wrestling interview. Would you ever consider wrestling a Rock? Not Dwayne Johnson, not the country, an actual Rock.
Yeah, and I would win.
Alright.
I have no other like I don't have any evidence to back that. How big is this rock? Actually, I don't care. I know I'll win.
Well, just for context, there's this wrestler named Psycho Mike that wrestled an actual Rock for over 15 minutes in what was called a Tungsten Man match, an Iron Man match that lasted for 2 weeks.
Wow, and how did he do in that match? Did he win?
No, he didn't win.
That's embarrassing. You're gonna let an inanimate object pin you. Yeah, no thanks.
Well,
I will be winning. I will beat The Rock.
Was the world heavyweight champion, so I mean, it's not just.
And then you're gonna put your championship on a rock. Okay, like cool. Like that's not what I would do. So I guess maybe like if The Rock is still the champion, book me against The Rock. I will win and I'll be the champion and I'll be hell of a lot better than a Rock.
Alright,
What the hell is that about?
Ron Vortigo, if you're listening, book the damn match.
Yeah. Me against a Rock. And I've got lots of rocks myself, so I'll have backup.
Ooh, you have rocks too?
I guess you could say a rock collector. I live by the beach, so I often, if I find a rock that I think is cool, I take it home. If I don't know if you're allowed to do that, if that's like wrong, then any police that are listening to this don't. I guess I don't know, but like yeah, no, I like rocks. I think they're neat, and but if I'm gonna have to beat one up for a championship, yeah, I'll do that. It'll be easy as hell.
No, I completely get that. I probably have that mentality as well.
Yeah, it's a good mentality to have.
And of course, we love Tracy Smothers on the show. Do you know the acronym for THUG? THUG.
THUG. I mean, I probably don't know what it actually is, but I could make one up. I'm
interested to see what.
So this is exactly what it is. It's the Hounds of, and then of is spelled UF, and then Justice spelled with a G. The Hounds of Justice.
Well, honestly, you're closer than you might think.
Am I really? That's awesome.
Well,
I'm so smart.
T is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for ugly, and G is for jail, because a Doug can't spell.
Okay, and you know what? And I guess I can't spell either, so I must be a thug.
There you go. You just learned something new.
I mean, it's not like I learned anything new. I'm not like, so like I'm illiterate by choice. I can read, I just choose not to. And it's a really, like, life is just more simple that way. And I encourage, not the kids, all the kids should learn how to read, but when you're an adult, you should decide if you want to continue to be literate or just not because you don't feel like it. And I don't feel like it, so I'm not.
Alright. So, on a more serious note, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I mean, there's so many things that I would like to do in wrestling, and I think that there's what I've learned is that there is this universe, this wrestling world is very, very unpredictable. Anything can happen. So I have no idea exactly where I will be in 5 years, but I'd like to be in Japan. I'd love to wrestle in Japan or have already wrestled in Japan. I would like to work for one of the major TV network promotions. Ring of Honor has always been a goal of mine. So I would love to work for them. Obviously, WWE, obviously AEW, especially Impact, actually, because Impact, they will actually have like men fight the women and vice versa. WWE doesn't have that. AEW doesn't have that. Even though I'm pretty sure they promised it, which is kind of not, I don't think that's very cool because I'm very, very, very for intergender wrestling. And I think hopefully in 5 years from now, I can be one of the people that helps break that into the world of TV, I guess, because there are some strong, powerful, badass women out there, and they don't deserve to be overlooked. They are just as strong, if not stronger, than the men. And so I would love to, in 5 years from now, be a part of that movement. And I feel like it's starting, but it's the fight is certainly not over yet to have intergender wrestling on TV. So that, I guess, that's where I'd like to be in 5 years.
Is there any promotion in Japan specifically that you wanted to be a part of?
Probably. I mean, obviously Stardom. Obviously, but when I was in high school, I was wicked into DDT. Just because it was so incredibly stupid and so like, just like funny. I think it was Kenny Omega wrestled like a blow up doll or something, and I was like, that's so stupid that like here's the thing with like Seabass, he embarrassed me. If I like chose to embarrass myself, that's different, and I would do that because I made that decision. So if like I would love to if I could ever work for DDT, that would be fun. But really, Stardom is the goal, and if Stardom and New Japan merge into one promotion, or New Japan kind of gets a women's promotion, I would love to work for them as well.
All right. And what's a match people should go out of their way to see that best shows off what Ellie Barrett is all about?
Well, I don't have a whole lot of my singles matches that are out there for viewing purposes, but if you want to see me at my best before my injury, probably the Chaotic Countdown. That I had the most fun in that match. I had the most fun beating the crap out of people in that match, and I had the most fun teaming with people in that match. But definitely look out in the future, because as soon as I'm back from my injury, oh boy, people better look out, because there's some stuff coming down. There's some stuff coming down the tracks. That's certainly for sure.
You need to start up a YouTube and put these matches on it.
I should. I've been like meaning, or like at least thinking about making a YouTube channel, just to like, I think it would be fun to vlog. I watched like all the vlogger YouTubers like when I was in like middle school and stuff, and I was like, that looks like so much fun. I wish I could do that. And now it's like, oh my God, I can, because I'm famous and important and everyone wants to see what I do. So I think I might, like, when we go on our long ass car rides up to Maine or Vermont, and I have to be stuck in the car with a bunch of idiots and also Chaelong. I should probably like blog that. I should probably blog that for like safety purposes, because like they could very well just like attack me unprovoked, which would be rude of them. Although, like, I mean, like, I don't know, Espartano thinks he's Batman, so like maybe he just come out of the shadows and beat me up, because like it's weird like that. But yeah, that would not be a bad idea. I could blog that, and then I could be like, oh my god, look at this strange freak who just beat me up. I'm gonna sue him, and then I don't have to worry about him anymore. That would actually be a great idea.
No, it's definitely something as an interviewer. The first thing I usually do is look on YouTube. So, and when wrestlers have YouTube, it's very convenient to find out more about that.
I should do that, and then yeah, oh, that's a good idea. I might have to break into the YouTube world.
All right. Talking more, we're workshopping this.
Yeah, we'll workshop it. We'll workshop it.
Yes. And since we are nearing the conclusion of this interview, we are wrestling with the 8 questions of doom.
Oh, good. Okay, that sounds scary. I love it.
This is our speed round, our bonus round, the round where we see who you really are. Are you ready?
Okay, yes.
Excluding yourself, greatest wrestler of all time.
Oh, Triple H.
Worst wrestler.
I lost Bertano. No. That's not a. I can't. That's not a genuine answer. No, it is. I'm not gonna be nice to him. Who am I kidding? Yeah, that's Bertano.
Your main eventing WrestleMania for the World Championship. Who is your opponent?
I would love for it to be Espartano. I'd love to beat the shit out of him on the greatest stage of them all.
If you could come out to anyone's entrance music, past or present, who would it be?
Oh, either either Shawn Michaels, Sexy Boy, or Triple H, the Game. Those two. Those are great.
Alright. Finish the sentence. Kayfabe is...
I can't come up with something fast enough. Kayfabe is none of your business. Kayfabe is none of if it's none of the fans' business. None of the fans' business. That's what I would say.
We would have also accepted taste great on toast.
Taste great on toast?
Yes.
I don't know if that's a joke that is going straight over my head. Like I said, I'm illiterate. I'm not like smart.
It's an inside joke.
Okay, cool. I'd love to be a part of one someday.
Squash, fruit or vegetable?
I don't know. Vegetable?
It's a fruit.
It's a fruit, okay. I don't care. Like, okay. Is tomato a fruit? I don't care.
Yes, it is.
It's a food. It's good. I don't care what it is, like, qualified by science or whatever.
Well, you are a part of Squash Squad now, and that means a hell of a lot more.
I mean, like, I'm a big fan of squash, so that means a lot.
Alright. Now, New Japan wrestler Taichi, his ring gear gets smaller every year, revealing more of himself to the world. My question, what is the appropriate trunks to butt cheek ratio for ring gear?
What is the appropriate, I just want to make sure I heard this right. What is the appropriate pants to butt cheek ratio?
Yes, for ring gear.
For ring gear. I mean, well, half of my answer is it depends on what are you most comfortable with. If you're comfortable, then show it off, you know? Have fun with it. Be confident. If you're not comfortable with it, then you don't have to do it. Those making no rules, but then it's like, also like, my other half of the answer is if you have a nice ass, why not show it off? So there's the duality of that. Both of those are my answer.
And I will accept both of them.
Awesome, as you should.
And the main event, the last question, the thing everybody wants to know. Have you ever had a conversation with a stranger in a supermarket about Darby Allin?
About Darby Allin. That's so crazy that you ask that because yes, I have.
Alright, elaborate.
No,
You
I will not.
you can't just say yes I have and not tell us the story.
I think I can. I don't know. No, I haven't really. I don't know. I just wanted to say yes because I thought it'd be funny. Because like, why would I be talking about Darby Allin in a grocery store? Is that something that people do? Like, hi stranger, do you want to hear about this skateboarding little skinny skeleton boy who does crazy stuff in wrestling rings? Like, no, I'm sorry, that's never come up in conversation. I usually don't go up to strangers and talk about wrestling because then they're like, "What's wrong with you?" And then I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" Yeah. So no, I don't know. Like, have you ever gone up to a stranger and been like, "Do you know who Darby Allin is?" Like,
Yes.
you have? Okay. Well,
Have you been on our YouTube page?
I mean, I've listened to a couple of your podcasts as like research, but I guess I need to go dive deeper into your YouTube page
No.
and see what the ish is.
Me and my co-host Kaliko, Yachts, physically went into supermarkets and we went up to random people and asked them, "Do you know who Darby Allin is?"
And did anyone know who Darby Allin is?
Well, the best answer I got was she was a famous actress from the 1950s.
I'm sure she was. You know what? I'm sure Darby Allin, like the wrestler, was also a famous actor from the 1950s. I would believe that he's actually like 70, 80 years old under all that like skeleton makeup, and that he's actually an 80-year-old woman. I believe that. And you know what? Good for him. He's doing so good for himself or herself, whatever. Like, good for him. That's a funny answer.
And the best answer my co-host got was, um, what did this guy do to you? Are you okay, man? Who is this? Does he owe you money?
Was the person you asked that question to okay? Does he owe anyone money?
Does Darby Allin owe you money?
Yeah, it was the person they asked the question to. It sounds like he wasn't okay.
My co-host, he just he printed out a picture of Darby Allin and said, "Do you know who this is?"
Yeah, man, more people should know who Darby Allin is. I don't know Darby Allin personally, but he does things that make me worry about his safety constantly. But you know what? He seems like he's having fun, so pop off, I guess.
Oh, and of course, that was the correct answer.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming on and doing this with me.
Of course, thank you for having me. It was an honor. I'm sure it was an honor for you to have me as well.
Oh, absolutely.
As you should.
And how could people have the honor of following you?
Well, my social medias are all the same. It is Ellie Barrett PW on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. That is Ellie Barrett PW, ELLIEBARRETT on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Just those for the people that can't spell, because I know what that's like for people who can't spell. I can spell my old name. I cannot spell other big words, though. Not because I can't, but because I don't want to.
And we make it easy here for the people that can't spell. Simply go into the description of the video below on YouTube and Castbox and click the link. All of the links
Oh my
will be there.
God, that's so accessible.
Yes, no need to throw it into your Google machine. Click the link, a new tab will appear on whatever device you're on. You've been listening to them for just over an hour. Give him a damn follow.
Yes. Oh my god. I need more little people for my cult. I want to start a cult.
I will be a part of your cult, for sure.
Really awesome. I'm just announcing that now. I think that's part of like the identity crisis I'm going through. So like if when this comes out, maybe I'll put a poll when this comes out, and if I'm sane by then, I don't know, I probably won't remember to do it, but like I don't know, think about starting a cult. If you want to be in my cult, you can follow me, I guess. Whatever. Or no, I don't care.
The Neon Green Summer cult?
I mean it's fall now. So I guess neon green fall. Yeah. But like no, I don't know, the cult of I don't know, people who are better than everyone else. Probably that.
That sounds good. I've joined so many cults this year, it's crazy.
That's I mean, good for you. Really putting yourself out there, I guess.
And of course, to all our listeners, thank you for listening. Um, Thank you for joining us for part one of our two-part interviews for our anniversary of 2 years of interviews. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment on our YouTube and Castbox. Join us tomorrow for another incredible interview. Um, and of course, this was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Clear One Coffee. Follow us on Twitter at WrestlingWithe for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Also, Wrestling with E on Instagram. You can follow me personally at JamesJ993. You can follow Kaliko at IamKaliko. You can follow Scooter Dust at Scooter Dust. Um, and on the remix, the only live alternative commentary for WWE PLEs, and on the Smoking Dragons Twitch stream. Alright, Ellie, when I say wrestling wit, you say entertainment.
Gotcha.
For all very special guest Ellie Barrett, Kaliko Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling Wit.
Entertainment.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.